What's up, guys? It's Missy. I am back with another SimCity build a video. Today we're going to be talking about the contest of mayors and how to understand the walkthrough videos, because it seems as though a lot of people are not understanding kind of what the walkthrough videos are intended to show you, right? So a lot of people end up in a situation where they try to compare the scenarios by what is in your list versus what is in the people's list on the walkthrough. Like, oh, hey, I had a scenario similar to that, therefore if that was the right answer for them, it must be the right answer for me. And that's not how it works. So before we get started, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. We just passed 2,000 subscribers, which is awesome. If you guys are on Facebook, Reddit, anywhere, Twitter, put my name out there, share it with your group members, and let's get started. Okay, so you're watching the walkthrough videos, and you see a scenario that reminds you of a scenario that you have been in. What the walkthrough videos are intended to do, they're intended to teach you a technique where you can then decipher what the correct choice is. They're not meant for memory. Like, what I mean by that is, let's say that you and I have the exact same list. Okay, let's say we're in a classroom of 10 people. Everybody in that classroom has the exact same contest of mayors list. And let's say that list consists of Omega Upgrade 1. And let's say it consists of Launch VU 1, so for 1,000, and then a repair for 2,000. Okay. Now, what's the correct choice? Well, right away, if you automatically started thinking about what was the correct choice, that's where you're screwing up. You don't have enough information to get the correct choice. Now, what level are they? How many tasks are remaining? How much time is remaining? Those are the first things that we look at. Now, you're going to be doing your own stuff, right? Usually you're not grading other people's choices like I am. So you know that you know your city level, you know the time remaining, you know what league you're in. Now, what else? Everything else. Okay, so what most people do is they look at, well, last time I was told to pick this over that. So that must be the way that is forever, all the time. And that's not how it works. So just because you see me choose, let's say, a production task, or I decide to let a production task sit, okay? You have to look at why. What were the contributing factors before you determine if it's the right choice for you as well. For example, the history of the assignment, right? Let's say that I have already done the Omega upgrade 3-4 times and it keeps coming back with a low value. Why would I rotate it again? I wouldn't, so it would not be the correct choice for me. Just because it's the correct choice for you, having not done it yet, does not mean it's the correct choice for me. Now, that is exactly what the Contest of Mayors math template was invented for, was to keep you looking at everything. Because so many players, what they were doing was they were only looking at the value and the opportunity. They weren't looking at the history of the assignment, the downtime it takes, the cost of the assignment, the algorithm, is it going to come back right away? If it does, what does that mean for me? Is it something, am I close to the streaks? You know, just because you would rotate a 3,000 electrical at the beginning of the contest, when you have 60 tasks remaining and you already have them done and ready for pickup, does not mean that you would rotate them, even if they were done and ready for pickup, just before the streaks, because you would not want them to continue to come back. So you would actually leave that sit regardless of if you had them done or not. So future downtime, you have to ask yourself, what does this mean for me if it returns? And if it returns repeatedly, is it going to cause me to fail? For example, the design challenge. That one has a tendency to come back. I would not recommend rotating that anywhere near the streaks, because if you don't give it time to pop back up in your main list, then you end up in a situation where it could pop up in the streaks and cause you to fail the streak. Now, oftentimes what happens is people will try to remember scenarios and then apply that to their current situation. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You cannot look at those walkthrough videos like that. You have to look at the walkthrough videos as a way of learning how to understand the criteria. You know, what does it mean to look at the history of the assignments? What does it mean to look at the downtime? When I say go look at the downtime of the assignment, do you even know what you're looking for? Like, okay, cool, this assignment has downtime, but what does that mean? Right? Does that mean you should take that downtime or not? Just because I told you to go look at it doesn't mean you know what you're doing. That'd be like saying, go see if the alternator needs changed on the car, but then you don't know how to change the alternator, right? So you just decide, well, this was what was broken on the car last time, the battery cables, therefore this will fix the alternator this time. No, that's not how it always works, okay? So like I said, pay very close attention to the criteria. Do the contest to mayor's math. Do not just try to memorize scenarios where somebody somewhere, that was the right choice for them, does not mean it's going to be the right choice for you. Now, I do have a video recently that I posted for high-level players. It's a calm breakdown guide for high-level players, and I go through and I explain each category and what it means and all of that. I highly recommend you watch that if you're having some trouble. But another thing that you guys need to be aware of is that just because you are winning now in the lower leagues does not mean you are going to win when you go past 80, okay? So making mistakes now when you're going up against people who don't know what they're doing is one thing. But as you get into the higher leagues, like 90 plus, 80 plus, you're not going to be able to get away with the things that you're getting away with now. So it is extremely important that you correct the mistakes that you're making and understand the best way possible as to how to pick your assignments. Okay, so good luck with you guys. If you want, you are more than welcome to submit your entire week for a review. All I ask is that you use Google Photos. I have a video where I show you guys how to make a Google shareable album. You upload those photos, you share the link, make sure that they are in order and that I have a top and bottom photo that is clear, okay? And then submit a bottom photo every 5 photos. All right? All right, you guys, good luck.